Story time about one of the times my brother tried to kill me. Part one. Let's get into it. So, as you guys should know by now, I am not from Houston. I am from Wisconsin. And I moved down here a couple years ago. And so, in that being that, we have certain trees down there called crab apples. And oh, how those crab apples become so important in this story. Because that's how it all started, was with a crab apple. So I think I was around the age of 9 or 10. And I was playing outside my auntie's house with my cousin, right? Just doing what kids do, climbing trees, climbing fences, climbing houses, climbing garages, breaking into people's houses, and just being an all around menace, like what kids do. And so me and my cousin starts getting bored. And if you got a black mama, you know. If you got a black auntie, you know. You're not about to keep running in and out of this house and opening and closing doors. You letting the cool air out. Either stay in or stay out because you smell like outside. So those who got a black mama, auntie, you already know. Don't keep running in and out. And so that's what happened to us because we kept on running in and out. It's the summer. It's hot. Well, it was about to be the fall, but it was still like hot. It was the summer. We was outside for hours because the grown folks was having grown folks conversations, and for some reason, you keep on sending your kids outside in the hood. For those who don't know, I'm from Wisconsin, but Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is the ghetto. It's like the hood because you can go out anywhere and get shot. That's one of the reasons why I am glad that my mother moved me down here. But at the same time, it's just like, why would you move me down here? But for those who don't know, now you know. I'm sorry, but we was outside playing and being kids and having fun. Oh my freaking gosh! I didn't clean up all of the makeup. Okay, yep, I didn't clean up all of it. But we were out there just having fun and just doing what little kids do, and it was just so fun. Because it really was, in all honesty, like being a kid was so fun. I don't know why this generation now has a strong need to be grown, to be fast, and wearing all this makeup, making themselves age 2,000 plus years like you some Victorian vampire when you're only 16, 17, 18. But they do. But me, I wanted to be a kid. I liked being a kid. It was fun. Juicy boxes and stuff. But we were having fun. And if you don't know what a crab apple is, this is a crab apple. Okay? I'm going to put it up here. That is a crab apple. Them bitches are hard. Like when I say hard, I mean hard. And it just came to my realization and to my knowledge and to my just curiosity and like, what the fudge? That those are not actually crab apples. But it has came to my realization and knowledge and being told that that is not a crab apple. That is a sage orange. A sage orange. It grows in the northern part of the United States, I guess, or something. And so I was thinking that they were a crab apple because they look green, they look like crab apples. And my teacher was stupid and she told me it was a crab apple. So I've been running around telling everybody, it's a crab apple, this a crab apple, this a crab apple. It's not a crab apple, guys. It's a sage orange. Sage orange. And so me and my cousin was like, getting like that little devious look, like, you want to do something fun? And I was like, okay, bet. And so we picked up the apples off the tree, and we picked them and 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 picked them, and we started throwing them across the street. And it was some cars across the street, so we were trying to hit cars and stuff, and then we would hide whenever the alarms would come on, and people would come out, and they'll be like, trying to turn off their car and see if somebody was by their car. But it was just us. And we stopped after a while because I guess somebody caught on and they stopped being stupid and they was watching through the window and said, I see y'all, stop doing that shit. So we went to the front of the house for a while and it was like, this is boring. Like, we can't go in there and get a bike. We can't go in there and get no food, no juice. Like, what are we doing out here? Like, this is boring. And so he was like, you want to go back to the back? I was like, I know something fun we can do. And he was like, okay, what? And so we went back to the back, and he was just standing there, and I picked up one of the crab apples. He was like, we can't do that shit no more. Like, they just got on us. They're going to come over and tell Auntie Tamika. And I was like, that's not what we're doing. And he was like, what? And he turned, and as soon as he turned back, I threw the crab apple at him. I threw it at him, and he was like, what the fuck? He was like, bitch, that hurt. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I started picking him up and throwing him. And he started picking him up and throwing them. And so we were just throwing not crab apples, the sage. Crab apple sounds better. I'm going to say crab apple. We all know it's a sage orange. It don't look like no dang orange. But for me, in the stories I've been telling people, I'm going to call it a crab apple. So I'm over here throwing this crab apple back and forth with him. And he's losing. He's getting his ass whooped. He was like, wait. He was like, that's not fair. You can just pull him more off the tree. I have to go look for him. He was like, let's switch places. I was like, okay, let's switch places then. Like, I ain't never been scared when my man raised no bitch. Like, let's switch. And so we switched places, and y'all, when I tell y'all he was right, I was getting scoped and scolded with them damn crab apples. He was whooping my ass with them crab apples. But I guess it was easier. He can just pick them off the tree instead of having to look down on the ground and try to grab some oranges that's like blending in with the grass because they're so green. They're like a limeish dark green. They're like a lime green, and then they turn like a little bit darker like after they're off the tree like for a while. And like some of them will already be off the tree, and so trying to pick them up and throw them is just it was very difficult. But still was scoping that little big headed bastard. And so we were still throwing them at each other. It was like, time out. Just give me a break. And so we was like, okay. And my brother came outside because he heard us laughing and playing and kiki and ha. And so for context cues, my brother is like 6'4", 6'5". He's been above 6 feet since he was in 6th grade. I'm a big bitch now, but when I was young, like 9 or 8, even until I got to like 10th grade, 11th grade, I was still skinny. And so when I was 9 or 8, though, when I say I was skinty, I was looking like a nightmare monster. I was looking like I could have been in Monsters Incorporated College, University Incorporated. Like, girl, I was skinny. I was looking like a nighttime demon, like the demons that be under your bed that grabs your legs when you get up to use the restroom. That's how I was looking. I'm gonna post some pictures right here of my brother and right here of me, just so y'all can see the difference. He's a big bitch. I've been like 5'8" and under my whole life. And then after 10th, 11th grade, growth spurt. Fuck it. And so he was like, what y'all doing? And we was like, nothing, just throwing some crab apples, but we taking a break. He was like, crab apples? What is a crab apple? I was like, a crab apple, like from a tree. We learned them at each other. He said, y'all so fucking stupid. I was like, you want to play? You want to learn with this? He was like, shit, okay, I ain't got nothing else better to do. Because, he's a big bitch and he's scary when he gets upset. Like, I'm going to tell y'all some more stories because he's scary when he gets upset. Like, he'll throw off his glasses like he's Superman and he'll just start charging at a bitch. Like, he's a big motherfucker because he was a linebacker when he was playing football inside of middle school and high school. He's been a big bitch his whole big bitch ass life. Like, it comes to a time, it comes to a moment where you need to stop and think about your life. This is too much. But I will be back in part 2 to let y'all know what else happened. Let's get to it.